Watching RT, I'm Marina Joshi. Welcome to the program. Pirates off the coast of Somalia are still a major threat to commercial shipping, despite a large-scale international military effort to net them. 31 warships from all over the world, including Russia, are now patrolling the Gulf of Aden. In the last month, the number of attacks has decreased compared to the same time last year, but some military officials say that may be down to bad weather. The crews of 4 vessels are reportedly being held by pirates in Somalia at the moment. For more insight into this modern-day piracy, our documentary team went to Yemen to meet with suspected pirates awaiting trial.
We haven't kidnapped anybody. We're being accused of piracy, but it's something we haven't done. Actually, it's us who've been forcibly detained and kept here in this prison.
End of April 2009, the Russian destroyer Admiral Panteleyev's captured the suspected pirate ship in the Gulf of Aden, off the coast of Somalia. The Marines seized a stash of weapons, drugs, ladders and hooks. 29 people from Iran, Pakistan and Somalia were detained. Among them, this man, Osman Yosef Said, would later claim he had nothing to do with piracy. Yemen is among the few countries that have decided to put Somalis on trial for piracy. The international naval forces are stepping up patrols in the pirate-infested Gulf of Aden, and more hijackers are being caught in these waters. But that hasn't gotten rid of the problem.
Our concern really is that we don't feel that the presence of all these ships will resolve the issue of piracy unless there is a real endeavor and commitment to stabilize the situation in Somalia, because there is no government that can control the very long coastline of Somalia, which is over 3,000 kilometers.
Civil war and famine have been fueling lawlessness and anarchy in Somalia since 1991, when the government there collapsed, and has made the area of the Somali coast a perfect place for pirates. But for the rest of the nation, it's been a disaster. Almost 1 million people fled Somalia in 2008 alone, and most of the refugees come to Yemen.
Nearly 5,000 Somali refugees are being kept here, in the camp of Basatin near Aden. They have no jobs, no prospects for the future. Still, none of them wants to get back to their war-torn country.
18-year-old Osman Bukhari came here by boat from Bosaso in Somalia's Puntland state, where he used to live under one roof with the pirates. He was running small errands for the hijackers, and they even played soccer together. In April of 2009, they hijacked yet another ship.
The ship was called Maersk Alabama from America. It was delivering food to Kenya. They kidnapped the captain of the ship. Why do the pirates do that? Well, there's no government. There's a civil war going on. There's nothing to do, no job. So they found themselves a job, kidnapping people.
Colonel Al-Barati is the head of the Yemeni Coast Guard in the district of Aden. The territory they patrol stretches about 500 kilometers along the coastline, a huge area for a small, under-equipped Coast Guard fleet. Nevertheless, they try to respond to all distress calls.
When we search any boat outside, we had to put their paper. If he has not paper, it means we have to deal with him very seriously and carefully. So this is what happened. And if you search any boat, find weapon, find ladders, 5 ropes, it means he's 100% of pirates.
The Yemeni Coast Guard has 25 patrol vessels, but only one of them is equipped with a mounted machine gun. It's hardly enough to repel numerous pirate attacks in the Gulf, so they rely heavily on help from international naval forces.
Somalia's coast lies just 500 nautical miles off this way across the Gulf of Aden. But the Yemeni Coast Guard say that it takes just 15 minutes for the pirates to seize the full control of any vessel. So it's very often that the Coast Guard is not being able to make it on time for the rescue. They also say even if more vessels and more Navy ships are deployed to the area, this will not be able to solve the problem. And that the Somalia issue should be tackled internationally. Vladimir Andrianov, RT, the Gulf of Aden, Yemen.